And they're going to begin.
Our story begins on the night of Passover. Jesus is gathered with his 12 apostles. Jesus takes bread, breaks it, and gives it to his apostles, saying, "This is my body." Jesus then takes the cup of wine and, giving thanks, says, "This is my blood, which will be shed for many." It was then that Judas left the disciples and began his betrayal of Jesus. After eating the bread and drinking the wine, they go out to the Mount of Olives. Jesus is absorbed in prayer, and his spirit is sorrowful unto death. His sweat becomes as drops of blood falling on the ground. Judas arrives in the garden with the temple guards and embraces Jesus. Jesus is led off to Pilate. The second station, Jesus accepts the cross, as told by Barabbas. Call me Barabbas, or whatever name you wish. I watched the Nazarene as he took up his cross. I saw him fall under the weight. You may ask, why did I follow him along the way? It wasn't that I became a disciple. I was just curious. Frankly, I don't understand the man. He didn't curse the Romans. He didn't want to kill them. Instead, he stood there like a lamb. He accepted his cross without a murmur, like a person predestined to carry it. I guess I don't understand anyone who doesn't fight back or hate his enemy. Yes, I was there on that Friday. The third station, Jesus falls for the first time as told by Herod. Out of my palace window, I saw him carry his cross and stumble to the ground. He once said, I was told that everyone needs to take up his cross to be his disciple. He had some message about serving others. What a fool Jesus was, babbling about sacrifice and selfishness. What did it get him? Death. I could have saved this rabbi if he had humored me. Had he shown me some miracle or magic. Ha! But he was silent. He wouldn't even talk to me. Yes, I was there, and through my palace window, I saw him crash to the ground with his cross. Then I saw the face of the man I was helping. He nodded as if to thank me. I will never forget that look. Suddenly, the cross grew lighter, and my heart became lighter too. My life changed on the day I lifted his cross.
The